Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 3 here, the Swiss stage awaits us on this fine Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think.
It is
Yesterday was a
Tuesday,
Monday,
yes.
today's a Tuesday. I think that's how days work.
We haven't
And,
invented time travel yet, so I think it is
okay.
Tuesday. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we've made this thing called forgetting what day it is, because sometimes that tends to happen. You know, so I just gotta make sure. Yes, it is a fine Tuesday morning here out in the CCT here. Europe Series number 7. And, of course, it's, yet again, the usual suspect here with me, Overseer.
Hello.
How? Howdy.
We've been ringing around the rosy right now for about a week together. Yesterday I had a day with Brandon. You missed Khan playing, so there's that. But today a new day. It's still Series 7. It's still the Swiss stage. We are still in the early days of it, or at least mid days, not early days, I guess you can say. Today is Elimination Day. Today is the day where we'll say goodbye to a few teams. Amongst them being either Sparta or Eternal Fire. And then, well, I didn't think it would come down to this, but the fact that Sinners are also playing the O2 bracket is very distressing.
Yes, it is. That is a big surprise, but honestly, they kind of just put themselves there. Did not manage to get the wins they required at first. I think round 1 they lost to Khan. Yeah, that was that one.
That was
very
the
close,
one.
and then was it yesterday?
Yesterday, yes.
Lost against Force Reload as well in another close series as well, where it goes all 3 maps. That was a bit of a surprise as well, I'll say. But hey, I suppose a win is a win. For the moment, though, we are taking a look at what we have ahead of us, and that is Sparta and Eternal Fire. So just talk to me a little bit about what your kind of surface thoughts on this game are.
I think it should be a 2-0 in Eternal Fire. I believe that Eternal Fire are just too good right now compared to Sparta. Sparta yesterday was disappointing, to say the least. And they tried, yes, they had a few moments, but very few and far in between. Calix, Beanox, Masked, J-Rezi, and Emor represent Eternal Fire, though. They represent everything that we know can be really good from the region they come from. I mean, Beanox has been on a bit of a roll lately. He's been doing really well. Calix especially has been pretty much the instrumental part of the carrying capacity that they have. J-Rez is kind of hit and miss right now. It seems like he still needs a lot more experience to get himself going, but hey, he's soon to reach it. And Emor, the fact that he's AWPing is nice, and you have Masked. You and I already said before, he used to AWP as well in IGL. So this is a fun roster that knows where they want to go, or at least they know what their goal is to a degree. Now, how to reach it, that's still something they have to figure out fully, but they are certainly in the process of doing so, and I feel like we'll see Eternal Fire get back at least to a little bit of reputation to a degree.
Yeah, it is going to be on paper, one where I do agree as well with you here, and I think in practice as well. But there have been some real poor games coming out for Eternal Fire recently that do kind of say that maybe they aren't as amazing. Like this last week alone, they had like a losing streak of 5, but then they beat both Alliance and Johnny Speeds just, a day ago. So I want to say that there's still a lot we can believe in, but the form at the moment is questionable. It's one thing. But I don't know. Like, it feels like so many of the games that I've seen recently for this team, we've kind of been like, yeah, okay. I mean, the numbers are good. Calix can put up numbers, and then he maybe puts up with one map. Then we say, oh yeah, Beanox as well. He like consistently real damn good. Like multi-kill rating as well, like 1.3 ratings, 1.19.
Yeah.
But I don't remember if I've seen that game from him, like any of those games recently. Like, I don't know what it's all about. Like, I just haven't seen these with my own eyes in a good while. So, it's a little concerning.
I wouldn't say it should be concerning. I'd say you'll see and you'll make up your own mind as you go. But I think you're in for a nice surprise, as I
That's
was.
the thing. I've only seen the bad stuff.
Come on.
No, pretty much. I've only seen the bad stuff, like the worst games where things just don't look amazing, where there's a lot of struggles going on.
Fair.
And I'm yet to be satisfied with a really solid game of these guys know what to do and how to do it, and everybody does it in that right way. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it.
Okay. We'll figure it out as we go, and we'll figure out Sparta here as well. Solby, Confuse, Yuramiata, John, and Invisible, who might as well be invincible. Sparta, what can I say? I don't expect a lot. You saw them against Senza. They were disappointing. I think they should have won the game. Senza was playing very poorly, but let's put the extravagant circumstances elsewhere. And I gotta say, they seem to have the right works of a team. They have the build-up, or rather the let's say the shell of a team, but the spirit is yet to be fully achieved. That's my opinion, and I can't really put one player out there above anybody else, because I've only seen everybody play well or everybody play poorly. And all I can say is I hope they're going to give us a good game, but this is where my doubts have to come in.
Sure, that's fair. And I'm with you on that one as well, right? It's unfortunately the sort of case where both teams' form has to be a very questionable thing at the moment. So it does make sense as well for Sparta, especially to be in here in the O2 bracket as well, and especially as well to Eternal Flyer. I do think I'm a little bit more surprised about the international side being here, but nonetheless, digressing from the point, we now have the video here. We'll have to take a look at this one. We go first into a little bit of Overpass, which Eternal Flyer, I haven't seen them play in a few weeks, but I know they have been going at it still, right? Since essentially the start, they have been picking into Overpass from whence it was introduced into the pool back and into tournaments. I don't think they've really wasted any days. Already, they're 19 games of experience, and in those 19 games, a solid 13 wins. It's been pretty good. But not all too easy. A lot of those games are very close, either 20 rounds or above sort of thing. So there's absolutely some problems at times there for them. But overall, when you look at it, Overpass is a really good map pick. Then we get back to a little bit of Mirage, which still, numbers-wise, is a good one coming out for Eternal Fire as well. So Sparta just doesn't have a lot of great options here. Right, the only weaker maps that are on the other side is maybe Train, but that's still one that people just don't want to really pick into every now and then, which, sure, whatever, I guess. Or maybe you could have picked into a little bit of Nuke just to hope that there's a little less practice there for Eternal Fire. But there's just no easy picks in this one for Sparta, and that's the bottom line of it.
It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a very tough one, and we're going to be in for a tough game here for Sparta, as you said. And as we believe it to be true, Eternal Fire takes us onto Overpass first. Let's jump right into it.
Alright, let's take a look then. East side, we've got such a usual going on here, actually. A Smoke for Calyx. Mass has gotten himself a Molotov as well with the flashes and smoke, so we got plenty to work here on Eternal Fire side. Make this pistol round work. You've got two bands set up in connector for Sparta. That's the first one already. Cutting down B-Nox, so Miata's USP will get contact. Eternal Fire won't start running immediately. They'll toss in the utility, but rotations are going to be here. Two on side, the third man at the join. Molly's going to slow him down. Then with the smoke, but right through it, they'll find Invisible, and Sparta are going to be caught out of position for a second here. Because they'll have to wait for the utility before they can make the real approach here. But I don't like how close Eternal Fire still play this one.
I mean, they are pulling back, but there's no flank. Eternal Fire is only going to have to focus on one direction, and that's going to be towards CT. We're going to have the engagement. J-Resi's in trouble. He needs some support. The pop flash is on point. He spotted the player on site. He's going to wing out. Calyx with 2. And 3 perhaps for Calyx to finish the job. Doesn't matter if he gets it or not. Round is done. There's no kit. There's no time. Eternal Fire, the pistol is theirs. And not only will they win the pistol, but they'll make sure that the CTs do not even get to feel better about it. It's gonna be our first round here to EF. I was a little bit worried for J-Resi, I will admit. His position a little bit sketchy, but in the end, it's Calyx with a double that pretty much solidifies the round. And even if Confuse makes it a bit closer and kind of threatens the moment, it's the bomb that ticks away. Here we go.
And... oh,
I'm surprised he sticks the spray. That is an awkward decision. I mean, you didn't even see where they are. The spray will go wildly in off directions. What the hell? Instead of just running behind the wall, escaping his death, but sure.
all this utility for Eternal Fire, and it's gotten them a kill against them. And basic map control. Not amazing, I dare say, for the moment, but don't worry, it can get worse. And same smokes out toward the A site. I imagine Mask might throw Molly as well, but for the moment we focus on Sean 8. He's up close, he's personal with that M4 of his, while Yata damage from Emor does come back to haunt him. A quick headshot for the Mac 10 that gets rid of him. On plans it, now you back off, play the range. But you've still managed to salvage this on Eternal Fire here, but there's a small chance for damage still. And that damage is now coming through. There's Solby's 5-7, invisible assist on this first one. 10 seconds to stick, this one immediately denied by Mask, who doubles down, and Calyx provides just a bit more support as well. They do lose the AK there from Emor. Nobody goes to pick it up at any point, by the way. But they still win the round. It's not a massive deal as long as you don't fumble on these ones, but expensive to a point.
Yeah, sure.
It's still a chance SPARTA to get 2-3 kills here, and all they need to do is break them in a single round, and the economy is then wiped out.
Well, that's
or put it to Force Spice, you know.
That's the dream for SPARTA. The problem is Eternal Fire has been the Dream Reaper. They've been pretty on point, not allowing them to take anything. And we can see right here, again, there's going to be solo searching from Beanox. He's been really good yesterday. No, not yesterday, sorry. That was... how long ago now? God damn. Wait, was it yesterday? 22nd. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah. Okay. No, 21st. It was you and I. Yeah. Never. Okay, yeah. I messed up the schedule in my mind. 21st.
So somebody has forgot what day it is.
Yeah, it was Sunday, right? Yeah, Sunday when we worked. I'm telling you,
Saturday.
I've been on the job right now since last week. I don't even know when I started. I just know it's been a week. So, Beanox, just makes it look easy. Like I said, Beanox, like, he's really, really hunting. Like, they had a closer game against Copenhagen Wolves and they lost it. Yes, I know, but I feel like you and I, that was a bad day. And just in general, it was one of the best days Christu could ever hope to have. Honestly, that was an insane day for Christu, in fact.
One of the best maps. So overall, it was underwhelming, but then for map 3 kind of brought it back, which was the big deciding thing. But tomato. Nonetheless, no damage in the last round really against Eternal Fire. They feel confident to set pace here, and it's that Mac 10 going in. Mass having found the opening. A second as well. How did something like that second go? I don't know, but I don't think it matters either. Miata is here. His ult will find a triple, and so will be a very important 2k there as well to stop and split the attack in two. Can we see? Right, how does Mass get this second? Ah, I see. The emo flashbang would be it.
Yeah. Also, the 5.7 so good, man. Such a good pistol, really. Still, the P250 is better, but hey. Here we go. Emor on the op. We got AKs. We got Calyx on the Tech 9, surprisingly. You'd think J Resi would be the one playing support instead of Calyx, given Calyx's recent show, but... Where are we headed here? It does seem like a very standard default connector control, short B control, spreading into toilets most likely. Oh, there's some noise being made in con, so they must have heard at least a step potentially. Beanox, if he plays this right, he's going to be given the first. That's correct. And they don't need to play off of this. They have a free kill. Eternal Fire just has to stay calm. Gonna go
Good
B, interesting
as well. Yeah, that's really good here.
Yeah. I mean...
There's even a little bit of hesitation. If there's an entry that goes immediately to Sparta as well, this double setup in Monster could ruin their day. I don't think so. Hold on, I'm looking at it. It's this... Hanifus behind him. I think he's watching short. He's not playing anti-flash, so even a single thing of those... Again, can make the day worse than for the CTs, and with that flash is Jiresi. Opening and a double. Nade far back from John 8, who will take down Emor at least. Nice shot here, cuts the angle. And Emor to size. A 2-1-3 here, suddenly kept a doable. But he needs so much assistance from Miata, and any way he can get this one, there's a second chance, which John 8 will capitalize upon. And Beanox puts forth the pressure here before it becomes a 2 versus 1. But a little bit of noise made, and John 8 will instead just turn to the look at him. Two v 4, by the way, and it looks really easy.
It does, doesn't it? Eternal Fire, I'm not sure why they decided to end up on B at the end. Let's see. Eternal Fire. We do have the Tech 9 on J Resi, the rest with pistols. No Kevlars, of course. Masked with a single AK. 4-spot. And round is done. It's number 3 for Sparta. Good return.
This is going to catch Invisible as well. Never mind, I spoke too soon.
You did. And, gotta say, Sparta. Lovely to see. A little bit of resurgence early.
This is no way to really crack this defense, is there? Yorp holds a simple, even if predictable angle. And if you try to plant the bomb, you're just going to have this AK watching and now an M4. Here's the thing. If you try to save, you're left with no real money to work that next round out, and Calyx fakes it once. Tried to swing wide for a second, now he's dead. Why is he just... Why does he swing again? Why not stick the bomb plant there? What is... That's a bit of a foolish mistake. Can we see it here on the X-ray, maybe on his POV? Gets this. This swing, why? This leaves him no time. Have fun playing with the MAC-10, I suppose. That is not great to see.
Disappointing.
I'll be real.
Yeah.
That's just upsetting.
Yeah. You're right, it is.
Here at the moment, a lot of chaos, sure, but I don't think that's still a situation where you should lose your cool and realize what not to do. But, oh well. Oh well. Couple of kills toward the end there. That's all that it really matters. And a single Mac then isn't going to make this round suddenly inoperable either, so... Not the absolute worst it could be. But round number 7 nonetheless will come here with the D side. A little less prepared as well with Masked. Also, onto Pistol.
Here we go. 3 AKs, Deagle and a Mac-10. Feels like a force buy, should be a full buy. Ended up being not more than empty promises. Eternal Fire, what's happening here? How are you getting yourself caught in these awkward spots and just generally out of place? Such a good start. Such poor mid-round decisions at one stage. But here we go. Round 9. Round 9. Did I say 9? Sorry, I meant 7. My eyes deceived me. Round 7. Should be going to Sparta. Easy.
Oh. Here's the usual, John 8. Lapped into the corner. We'll find the first, and... no more. Right? Oh my god.
Easy.
USP for second, invisible to assist. Had a death warrant out for him. He resisted that, and Venox with a 1v4, 1v3 now. Just not put it in the right place. Even when given a 1 versus 1 here, it's Solby easily to finish it. And another goes the way of Sparta. This is... Now I think a little concerning for Eternal Fire, right? Like, what have we really seen from them? Rounds where they just, or the pistol round, the follow-up, where both times they just go A, smoke A. Second round as well, gets a little close. Next round, B-Nox runs B, gets 4 kills with a Mac-10 or an Eco, or against an Eco. Those aren't really comfortable rounds at all. And, of course, a 4 versus 2 loss. Like, this is not a great start for Eternal Fire, where something immediately needs to change. How? I think that's... or this pistol might tell us something,
nope.
But even so, not the whole story. Not at least success. That goes still to Sparta and their books.
This is starting to give me a little bit of pause. What's happening with Eternal Fire? Like, what are we... I expected more, I'm not gonna lie. I really maybe hoped for more, but I guess I'll have to admit you were right at one point, I guess, if Eternal Fire don't decide to show up and glow up. Oh my god, they're not even checking party. This is disgusting. They're both gonna die.
Oh.
How? How do you not check not long nor party? What is this?
It is sad that the entire time waiting.
Yeah.
You had nobody to check from Playground there to swing on a, with a flash or without even one. And it's just falling apart immediately here.
This is not good CS, unfortunately. I hate to say it, guys, but they were in front of the smoke, not going party nor long, but they waited the smoke and then walked through the smoke. Or not through the smoke, but like through stairs where the smoke dissipated. It doesn't make sense to me.
You know, as well, just alone. He's dead. Alex left now to his very last potential or possibility. And seems to opt in for a save. Yeah, this is not a good start out of Eternal Fire. For Sparta, yes. They're playing very basic at the moment. With decent enough rotations. Not even decent enough, but good rotations, especially when it's out toward the A side. There's just no issues really there. Not as the game continues to go, it just gets cleaner and cleaner for them.
I mean, it's 6 rounds in a row. How cleaner does it have to be, right?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, Eternal Fire, 3 rounds in, bam, gone. It's like somebody turned the switch. And right now, the switch has to be turned back on, because otherwise we're going to be seeing a very one-sided first half. And despite the start, this is a disappointing position to be in, Eternal Fire. You need more than just 3. You need to do better than just 3.
Well, they're gonna rush in recklessly.
And they will succeed. Solby with 2, still a 3v3. Calix.
Oh, good timing.
Hold up. 2 versus 2.
We'll find this into shot. Now is Uramiata to stop this bomb plant as well here. We'll have a chance here, maybe not. Nate goes out instead, hoping for damage. And Imor, the 31, now spotted in a monster. There's a smoke kit and a Molotov. This is more than a chance for Uramiata as well. The fact they've got money, I'm surprised that he's backing off. Considering maybe a ninja defuse, or just seeing if he'll find one here.
Honestly, Molly short, ninja, go.
There we go. There's the molly.
There's
Calix
the smoke.
swing immediately.
Oh,
Will do
he
so.
doesn't expect
Nicely
him.
done.
Well done, Calix, yeah. Still,
Oh, you wait. The worst the molly just gets. Just into the swing with that one. A little bit of rush on good on Miata there. So, nice, good decisioning there for Calix.
Yeah. Yep. I still feel like this is just a disappointing start that cannot be remedied for some reason. I don't know. Eternal Fire, you took hope from me, and I will never forgive you for that. I don't know how you can drop 6 rounds in a row. Come on, man. Let's get serious. You chose to play Overpass. I know you know how to play it. I've seen Calix and Emor play it. I've seen Mast and Beanox play it. So, you know, don't mess about. John is dead. Though, what? Calix doesn't look? That's absurd. 10 out of 10 times you check John, and he dies 10 out of 10 times.
Big miss. Evil will punish. Second to play though. Zolby is still in a very good position himself. Taking a look, right? If Emor's gonna swing, sure, he's gonna have one of these players in monster assist him. He's now swinging. He's waiting at the moment. Same with Solby. There's no way for him out as he knows it. If he tries to jump down, he'll make noise. If he tries to make the drop down without any noise, Emor's gonna catch him. Essentially has to hold his ground and hope for the right timing. Now we start to see Mass as well on the map. Was thinking about shot. Emor, a single fight by himself. First shot is a miss. Sol B continues with the opportunity given to him. B side's taken. Now pressure comes from both sides. And trying to run away. Emoto gives the sound, or given the sound cue, an easy swing awaits. And this one, I do appreciate Sparta as well, trying to play it slightly different, but of course, result-oriented, we say it's not great then. But yeah. I do appreciate the effort either way, change things up. You imagine as well there that Yoromiyata doesn't miss on the immediate shot out of the monster, or out to monster. He lives. Or Emoto just doesn't get the kills himself, right? It's a different story altogether that quite literally comes to on the short control push for the CT side when they want this map control. Still to a point they will get it, yes, but if even Yoromiyata lives, it becomes a different story. That's how much short control matters here and how fickle it is at times on this map.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems like it's a bit of a wake-up call for Eternal Fire. We're going to go into a 6-6 half. I think that's as fair as it gets. It's a B rush, maybe. They're all grouping up. We have a mass presence into Playground, into Con, and Eternal Fire is about to execute. Do they walk onto this? I think Beanox just walks forward here. He's had no contact, so why not? Yoromiyata, nice shot. Beanox walks and dies. Still a bomb plant happens. Eternal Fire have the after plant set 4 versus 5. Ladies and gents, it's about to get funky. Especially if they can get this boost going, that'd be insane. But they're running out of time. I don't think they have time for boosting. They need to position themselves. They realize it at the end, and this is not a great position to be in water. The close range by the pistol is dangerous. The AWP is definitely more so. Invisible with 2. And that is round done. It's 7 on the board for Sparta for the half. Well, hello there.
I know I said it as well there, but they just ran out of time for the boost immediately, whiffed it, and spent like way too much time on it. And then Sparta just pushed through. Yoromiyata delivered a second there, while Invisible's the one who racks up the rest. Not really amazing there for a post-plant out of Eternal Fire.
Nope.
For Sparta, they had quick moves. Yoromiyata as well, the opening kill he'd found. Then just repositions, waits. Because at that point, when the utility is down, and the AWP is not part of it, you know it's just waiting. But you don't know how many are waiting with that AWP on the other side, so it becomes a difficult job for Eternal Fire to hold on. Especially when then every single fight is just one way.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Eternal Fire, you chose overpass, you're getting passed over. Let's see if there's going to be a bit of a fight back. T-side for Sparta should be a bit easier to play. We are hearing chat as well, so the game will continue. We won't see any stoppages. And we have 4 Kevlars, a smoke, and a flash for the CTs. Meanwhile, 3 Kevlars for Sparta and a lot of utility. 4 flashbangs and 2 smokes. Full execution of B is in action. J Resi pushing A long, giving the info. Oh, he forgot about the train. Oh my god.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo. Oh, what? They don't even need the smoke. What is going on?
But look at how much Baskin Beanox is running around here. They swap positions. Now there's rotations coming through as well, the support from Juresi.
Now that these are defending.
32 HP. He's got at least the possibility of the job to be done here, but 4 bullets, has to reload, and... how is it not done yet? I don't know. Okay, 14 HP on Mass and Beanox. That's 2 insta-kills. A close shot to Juresi. A headshot.
No, it's not happening. There's no chance.
In a parallel world, we are still playing out this round. But in this one, they've got Eternal Fire to take 6, pistol in the bag. Now they've got both as well. But I, I don't know if a little bit. It's just the form and consistency. It's just not great. It's all over the place, really. And that's something for both teams at the moment as well. I think more apparent almost for Eternal Fire. This potentially as well leading to another one of those sorts of
No. How did
games
they
where
even
we
get a
don't
kill?
where we just don't see much for Eternal Fire. Even when we just like the pressure aren't sky high by any means, or the expectations aren't sky high, but we have some expectations. Then we only get them, say, like a map or one map of best of 3. Like this, it leaves a lot to be desired. It's not out of any hate, but it's out of disappointment that we get to, like, we feel like it should be so much better, and then we just, as you say, get the hope ripped away, and that is a little upsetting.
Here we go. 7-7. Sparta, do you continue winning, or do you give up the throne and Eternal Fire to sit as kings once again? Overpass. Soon to be pass over. Let's see. Fast engagement towards party. I like it. You know, looking to be cheeky there a little bit. Yuramiata. Just a few tags on him. J Rezi, the timing is perfect. Invisible stays invisible. Trade off on Immor though. That's the AWP lost. I'm not sure why Immor was so far pushed up long. Certainly feels like he should be a bit closer to escape routes, where he could potentially still remain alive down the line. But regardless, it's a full commit to
so
A.
bad. There's no utility to hold on.
Yeah.
It's just T-side coming through with their execution, and both Mass and Jurassic just isolate unless they find the kill to their smoke. They don't.
That is unfortunate.
There's Mass gone as well, and now you can say, yeah, rotation's got to be here somewhere. Just get the bomb down, cover for it.
Oh,
take
my
your time.
goodness.
It is all good in or the hood. They even know where Calyx is.
8 on the board. Calyx, if he can save the AK, sure. I guess you and I can say that's something, but
not really.
I mean, yeah, it's not gonna change their fate or anything, but... Or not fate, but rather just... That's a bit whiffy by John, but even then, Calyx can't react, and that is done! Sparta on 8. First gun round, and it's a pretty solid one.
I'd even argue for a really solid one.
Really solid one, yeah. Let's see if they keep it up, though. I mean, we're going to be coming up on 20 rounds soon, and that's where it's going to be a winner or a loser kind of scenario. So Eternal Fire, if you don't want to be the loser on your own map, by the round 20, you have to wake up and give us something. Oh, this is going to be fun. I already see it.
Yeah. For a moment, I'll just go back to the last round as well. When you had both Jerezi and, oh my god, Matt, without any utility, why are they both playing split up there?
What is going on here?
That I don't know.
They're just dying.
This is a different story altogether. This is a very easy round for Sparta.
It's dingleberries for Eternal Fire, and yeah, that's gonna be 9 already, then an eco, so it's 10. and then a buy, so it's a kind of wishy-washy, coin flip. If they fail, it's 11, it's another eco, it's 12, and then it's the last buy and the last hope of overpass. Damn. And they've lost so much as well.
Yeah.
Like, they got no money, they got nothing to fall back to.
Free side awaits them. Galaxy, they're here to save. It's just, I don't really know. Like, what have Eternal Fire really done this game? They won both pistols. They got 5 rounds combined off of the pistol wins. 5 rounds out of 7, essentially, with the fact you won pistols. Come on. I was hopeful to see this overpass again. I saw like one of the earlier game in 2 that they played here looked real nice. Obviously, that's when teams are still figuring it out as well themselves. They looked good. Today, it just looks uninspired in so many ways, and especially as well now twice in a row. That last round, as I said, Mass and Jadesi playing split up on that defense with no way to help each other out and just hope for the best kind of thing. In this previous one again, then you have it 1 by 1. Those Eternal Fire plays taken down. Even when SPARTA have to walk through smokes, they'll still find those kills at disadvantages. It is really uninspiring.
You can say that again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it ain't a joke, it's real. It's a round on an eco. Eternal Fire, they've been forced to this position, and it's hard to see them crawl out of it. This is depressing. I expected more. I genuinely expected more. I really did.
Yeah.
I had hoped to see more, but I guess I'm just getting see more from Simpsons. I mean, we knew. This is an eco. There's nothing you can do if you're EF. I mean, hope to get a kill maybe, I don't know. But beyond that, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
Ladies
so
and
far,
gents,
hope has got you nada.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hope has
Hope
been
got you a
defeated.
missed Molotov.
Oh, what? That's a second utility that we see missed by Sparta that's quite evident. First one on the pistol, second one here with the molly.
And I think both are going to be... Or, sorry, the second one is going to be of no consequence.
Yeah. I mean, even the first one technically didn't change too much.
That wasn't it. It was the barrels or smoke that was deployed.
The smoke on barrels, yeah.
The Enox and Max just ran around.
Yep.
Crazy. But here, as suspected, it is going to be round number 10. No question about it. CT's saving the M4 they've got going on, and from Moss as well. You can search a little bit more wide if you want to. He's got nothing but a USP, and if Sparta do decided to hunt, maybe there's a little trap they can spring, but shouldn't be that much, realistically speaking.
Terrorists win.
Time might coming through. Eternal Fire. Now is when you make your baby final stand, really, in this one.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Before it's all too late. Before Sparta feel the 12th round.
Yeah, and I did say, right? I did warn that this is what we're going to be seeing. So yeah, I'm not surprised, and I think nobody else should be either. Here we go. Turn on fire. What's the game plan, right? How do they change it up? They've been playing toilets all game long, and they've been in the toilet all game long. So I think that definitely wasn't the answer before, and it won't be again. Connector, not once have they touched it. That's something I have a qualm with. I would love to see them take more connector control.
A lot of pressure toward the B side here, and it's everybody playing passive on that side of the map. With SPARTA, only Zone 8 out on A. With a single flash, there's not that much he's really got in terms of a fake to sell.
Yeah.
But he might find the right timing here. I think Imor has made noise running back. If I'm not mistaken. Well, now certainly has. Boat goes out. On B as well. You've got a little bit of utility to be traded. Shots taken. 30 seconds. That's as well as the AWP here. If you don't hear running soon into connector, you sure as hell can be fairly confident as the B play coming through. And utility out of monster at the same time. Your second on short. It is a slow round for SPARTA. And one of them have to claw themselves out of master weight on barrels. There's utility going in. And a fighter to be taken. He'll be removed in Zone 8. His A play just gets to nothing.
Beautiful round. Yeah. It was a little bit disappointing, that's for sure. If you are SPARTA, you would expect them to hit a little bit better, hit a little bit sooner. But okay. Eternal Fire, you don't fumble. It's not going to be a completely disastrous end to this first map. 8 to 10. You can still win, absolutely. We had our doubts, obviously. We've become a little bit nitty-gritty. Well, you've had it from the start, I'll admit. I didn't. I thought Eternal Fire would have this in the bag easy. Seeing SPARTA play 2 days ago kind of gave me the idea that SPARTA might just be a little bit off kilter on the level that Eternal Fire can present. But, back to reality. Let's go. Let's see what's next. Starting off... Oh, J Resi alone. No support. The molly's not even shallow enough. It's an unfortunate turn of events, but round is done.
Just for the CCTs, Zone 8 and Uramiata, they're off the same in the first minute of the round.
Well played.
They
Fantastic.
did, in fact, choose to fight before it's too late.
Well, there we have it. It's a save. I didn't think we'd see a save.
A lot of
from
action
Sparta,
in this
honestly,
one.
but yeah, very actionless. That's going to be number 9. Good job, Eternal Fire. They'll keep themselves composed, and they won't drop the ball. Too big one, at least.
Pausing right back to it, SPARTA as well. Economy at some point will reach the bottom, but there's a way to maintain. That's by saving again if things go sour here.
Yeah.
Or bomb plan perhaps, but We'll have to take a look at those options if they do come up. For the moment, it's spreading into connector. One man is still left behind. Watch for a push out of long. Control mid. And while Miata is assisted now his teammates in connector, he'll also join Jean 8. I like the approach here. Jean just waits until he has backup. Now he can start to move a little bit faster. Utility is down. He'll be a little cautious of these angles. Not entirely check them. This time, though, there's not going to be anybody there to punish it from Eternal Fire. They'll take mid control as well. Flash up, swing banana. Utility usage and timing is pretty damn good here for Sparta, in terms of how and when they clear things out, but there's a big problem here. They have no second plan. It's just a one thing. Same as that slow B approach they made. There was nothing to ever sell them of an A take there, and at the moment there's nothing to sell them of a B take either on that Sparta side. Eternal Fire, they know it's going to be A. They've got a confident three-man setup here. Utility's going to be going through.
Read.
Yeah, sure, but they're still requiring something and quickly. And I don't feel it right now. Whatever that is supposed to be. Flash comes through. Masked waits on site now. And at toilet, Jurassic, his AK-47 stings for another time is down. Mask, oh, just wait this out, and it's all done. Just it is all good. Fakes this bomb as well, Miata. His fate is sealed.
Oh
but
my
not
God,
without a
he doesn't
chance.
Die.
Oh
he
my
doesn't
God.
Die.
He had a shot
What
off
is
before the
this
timer
round?
ran out, but didn't connect.
Yeah, this round is crazy. Can't lie, this is one of the wackiest rounds I've seen in a while. Okay. I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles, ladies and gents. Damn. Yeah, Eternal Fire. 10 on the board. Well played, well done. That's far better than I think most of us ever expected it. I'm joking. I expected so much better. But, yes, at least, you know, better than what you expected. I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's just...
Yeah, I don't know why you're so depressed about them.
I know, I just don't see good Eternal Fire games.
No, I
Like,
do
I
understand.
know the numbers and the stats, all of that is there to kind of be like...
Yeah.
To bring them up, yes, but when I see them, it just looks so much different from the promise.
Yeah, no, I do understand where you're coming from. Absolutely, I get you, and I would feel the same, but this is where I think we have to make an exception and just say, yeah, like, clearly this game, like this best of 3, should be no doubt favorable to Eternal Fire, no matter how bad they've been playing, you know? That's my opinion. But... in any case, 10 to 10. We're looking at a pretty weak round again, potentially out of Sparta. Eternal Fire have been popping off a little bit. And, I mean, there's a pistol on Sol B. So there's that, first and foremost. Second, they've got no position. They're focusing on A. They are gonna go A.
Ooh.
Oh,
Not a good one.
hey.
Not a good miss there for you, but doesn't cost him his life. Nearly does. Now he does. Invisible doubles down. No, he doesn't. A second swing towards long. One more from trees. Canopus takes away this pressure. No scope up close from Miata while slipping into the side. Beanox will deliver a quick trade of his own. And 28 HP. A stray bullet will do it from Beanox.
And that's round done. And it is none other than Eternal Fire that just snip Sparta's wings. I mean, this is pretty unbelievably successful, honestly. Well, or believably, depending how I look at it, but... we go. It's 11. It's 11, brother. And now 12. It's done deal, I'm afraid. Yeah, this is very quick, very easy, very simple, and it's getting worse by the minute here if you are Sparta. I don't know if there's any solution to what's left, but... one better start hoping they got some aces up their sleeves. Let's go, ladies and gents. Jumping into the big leagues. Two rounds in a row Sparta required, and they'll get the first kill at least. So there is that. Hey. Overtime still waiting. Still possible, potentially.
Emor says
a nice
no.
one. Oh, then re-peaks. That's preposterous. J Resi, you need to play a god tier round right here. It's as simple as that. There are no exceptions to that. You have to play as if this is the one. You know, if you want to win the round, of course. They're going to go A. They've been heard, so rotations are going to be happening. J Resi's going to be on long. He's got the op in his hands. He cannot... I cannot comprehend. Why would you peek into that? Oh, I get you want to close the first corner and make sure you don't get clapped, but at the very least, have some sense of positioning. Right? But he just ran in with an op. Like he has an AK. I don't know. I'm looking too far into it.
This is crazy. Thank you. Invisible provides the kill that was supposed to happen as well there. I guess I can respect the hustle there from Mast as well, right? He's got money. Calyx is saving as well. He can still drop Mast as well. It's not a big
I mean, it's the
issue
last
at all.
round, so it's not like it's...
Exactly. It's of no consequence, really, if you lose one more there at the end. And look to win the entire game in response. But the round itself here wasn't really made the right way for Total Fire, just swinging back into these fights. As you said, a little bit ridiculous. And 24 rounds, maybe a little bit more is what is required here. On Overpass alone. Mirage up next. The one thing as well we did say, that there is no easy pick for Sparta in the series. All these maps are supposedly decent enough ones for Eternal Fire as well. It's going to be an uphill battle, essentially. But I'm just not convinced with the entire back and forth of this map. Mask now as well, slips back for two more of his own. From a 5-on-3 to a 3-on-3 in about 3 seconds.
It's crazy what's happening, but the read is on point. At least they're going to be in position. Ladies and gents, I think this round might be done in a moment or two because Invisible, now he's expecting a potential flank. Mast is still delaying his push further. And at one point, they're going to check him from long. Oh, he sees him long. He finds the C4 carrier, and now he just has to stay alive. Hide behind the rock. Stay alive for as long as you can. They find Sol B. That's round. That's map. That's... first one done. It has to be, surely. And it is.
That is Eternal Fire seal in their map pick. And I did say as well, not only the fact that I just feel like so many things are disappointing when it comes to how they're playing versus how they're supposed to, but even the fact that Overpass as well, a lot of these games, despite the numbers, they've got like near 70%, if not even 70 now with the win rates, they're still really close, like 20 rounds or above that even. Like, these are not easy games to close out for them. The fact they still do, again, keeps happening as well, but I'm just not convinced, man. I just don't know what it is. Like, the form needs to be found, and
I'll be fair
it just keeps being a little disappointing, underwhelming.
It's correct, But we have to. I have to somehow retain belief that this is just right now, momentary. It's like this is Eternal Fire after all. It's Calyx and Emor, for Christ's sake. You know, Calyx wants to be once, you know, on the top of Turkish CS. Same like Emor to a degree. You know, Jay Rezi, he's the new guy, obviously new blood. But then Beanox and Mast, you and I, we've casted these two guys for so long. You know, they've been a part of every stellar rise of Polish CS whenever there was one. And it feels like it's going to be once more here the case for Eternal Fire, this time internationally. But hey, short break, right? We'll talk about Map 2 once it comes. I just hope they're going to be more prepared.
And so we are back. Action takes place on Mirage now as Overpass is left in the rearview mirror. We'll find what SPARTA can do on their map pick. They get Overpass as well to a close call. They had it in the bag for a moment it felt like, but a must-win round for Eternal Fire turns out to be the entire game in the end. As here, we waste no time, we go to A, and Invisible has everybody bagged at this point already.
Oh, this is going to be a problem. Beanox masked. The two Polish brothers now looking to find any success. Bomb yet to be planted, but with Beanox out, it seems like time is up. It's Mr. Masked. Oh! Oh, what was that? The unmasked.
Bomb has been planted.
Away.
And the Demoness. Oh, the sick. He's not gonna be expecting him. No way. What did you just do, Masked?
Ooh. They clutched up around when he needed him to. Holy hell, what shots. My god, okay, that's a one hell of a way to win the pistol. Something that's going to get your spirits up as well immediately, and as a real IGL should apparently, he's going to drop away an M4 immediately to one of his teammates. MP9, that's the way to go. One plan still for Sparta, lets them force right back into this one. They feel like that was unjustified. They're here to make another claim for these rounds, but again, that is every single pistol so far gone to the way of Eternal Fire.
It really has, hasn't it?
3 for 3 so far. That is was a big thing that does catch me off as well by surprise, or by some degree, in the sense I didn't feel like Overpass was supposed to go that way. With Eternal Fire 13-11, they were struggling to get any actual gun rounds on the board. It was only until the very end. They're only at the very end when they decided to start shooting back, and properly so. Here. One remains. John 8 gets his hands on that AK-47. And it's his turn at a 1v3. It's not gonna happen. Not happening.
It ain't. Eternal Fire off to a great start. All I'll say is this is the best possible opener you could hope for, and it now comes down to Sparta to start clapping, and soon. All I can say is this is so much better for Eternal Fire than perhaps anybody would ever expect. I mean, it's Sparta's map choice. It's Mirage, CT side, which we know is not easy to play, especially if Sparta were to bring up their A game again. And yet somehow early on here, it's quite convincing, and it should sustain to be so, but Calyx a little bit too careless. It's Jerezi with one, but it again is not enough. Beanox falls, and still they're down to a man, and oh, this is a problem. Jerezi, you should not be dying anytime soon. At least they were not able to get the rifles.
If the utility is good. That is not actually good. There's a way to get it to spread all over the site. However, here still seems like all is okay. Openings provided by Emo's MP9, and here is Mast as well to close it. It's a little bit close there. You can imagine if the MP9 only gets one, or worst case gets nothing. Now turns to a save instead, but every kill they needed goes their way. And with the fact that we've got 3 survivors here as well, a little bit of extra given the T side, or CT side, to work with in their own finances from this round, but it's not amazing. In any case, they'll either way be able to get an Emo and an AWP, but as we know, Sparta, weapons out, and they are looking to take down Eternal Fire a peg or two.
Here we go. John, good start. That nade opens up the window smoke. Doesn't damage Emor compared to what we saw yesterday. By the way, funny enough, yesterday when me and Brandon were casting, we saw some nades being thrown for window that basically did like 35, 40 damage to the player that threw it. In window, of course.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was something. So it's nice to see that Emor knows how to throw that, which I would absolutely expect him to. And yeah, Sparta. Hello, and what are you gonna do? What's the play?
Apparently, not much. Dobby is the only one who can bring this back at the moment. His position's crucial. He'll give Uramiata a little bit to work with here toward the site. Still, however, there's a big, massive issue. You've got the bomb. Oh, they forgot the bomb. Now Solby's dead.
Yep.
You're gonna get back to the site, but Calyx is already in window and jungle again. Although, has moved back. Could have no doubts about this one, but he's playing passive. And there you go. Fake. Emor doesn't buy it. But I think now he will. Move forward. Not yet. Still? There you go. Worst case scenario for Uramiata. Fake it twice, then stick it, and Emor is only on the third one going to take the bait. 4-0. Yet again, majority do survive on Eternal Fire. Continuing to build up the spank, and at this time as well, it starts better than Overpass, and it looks fairly good so far.
It does look good. Tactical pause called. Sparta need to talk. I understand them. I think anybody would. Eternal Fire have found their way in, and this is the Eternal Fire I talked about. This is the Eternal Fire that we needed to see on map 1. We had glimpses, we had moments, but then somehow Sparta still found a way in. And I will admit, I was expecting overtime. And we didn't get it.
No, we did not. I wasn't expecting Eternal Fire to come back, I'll be honest. That's where my head was at.
You're not the only
Last
one.
few rounds just felt like a blur going through them. Out on B, this time is masked. Or mouse one down. He'll only take himself one. Plenty more damage as well. Nade comes to assist in dealing more. M4's taken out of the T-side's hands for a moment or two. Another nade missed, but again, over no consequence, doesn't really change anything. It's a good, solid defense. Beanox takes 3. And Eternal Fire off to a 5-0 start. Now these last few rounds, and it's this one especially, now it starts to build up the economy game really well here for Eternal Fire. And they are able to take themselves a pretty comfortable position in the game. Where Sparta's has barely had much to say so far. What? Cautious of the boost on ramp as well. Any tricks the T-side might have in store for him. Alright. Don't fail.
Oh. This is not gonna work, John. No flash, no support, no shots from top mid to at least try and divide the attention. And the damage is done, and so is the reality sinking in. Sparta, they are on the brink of it. Beanox on short, good hold, but it's not enough yet. Solby has replied, has done some damage, has been able to push them back a notch. But he's low HP, and so is Uramiata at 50, and oh, that spot, that molly. Perfect. This is going to be tough, isn't it?
They're going to clear Sol B. That's a
what is
question. There we go. Got a little worried for a moment, but all is good. One plant on the A side. We see still Mass and Ebert as well having nades. They're going to fake it, really? Mass still the flank. Connector needs to be checked. They'll get contact. 2 revealed. And Mass also joins the fray and the fun on A. A 3-on-3, a retake without a single casualty for the CT side. This is... Now it's looking really nice to start here. Fiddle usage is pretty good, but I'm just not a fan of how reserved Sparta feels in these situations. Like, again here, in the 3-on-3, they fake the bomb. Like, they play it really slow. It's this response back to this whole play. It just feels really off in so many ways. Not just once that has happened now as well, right? Obviously we have the 1 versus 3 attempt previously from Miata or whatever, but that's, again, not entirely the same, slightly same, but different.
Same, different. Yeah.
Yeah. If those words resonate with anybody. It feels like a small symptom. That is a wonderful opening for Invisible. Anticipating the play for Mass, although as well previously played there. Now Emor with a missed shot on this B defense. And put down to the ground. Invisible's AK eventually quelled. Dressy casts silence upon B side. Vinox can nade. Shirley's going to catch him. No, it's not. Too far.
Getting a little bit close.
Oh my god. Took me a second to realize this is a Calyx here as well.
Yeah.
The freebie off the bomb plant. A 1v3. He's looking to pull this one off and just about salvaged by Uramiata. It's real close to going down south and quickly. I feel if that's around Eternal Fire pull back, then there's nothing they cannot do. It feels so. It's important to get something on the board here for Sparta, no matter how not clean it is, how messy it gets. But a round is on the board. They've got it themselves started. Problem is, as said, finances fantastic on the T side, but now Juresi nearly gone. Jumped out a window and into the waiting arms of an AK-47. 9 out of 10 doctors tell you to stay away.
Vinox, again, the man of the hour, the damage dished out. And the punishments continue until morale improves. Or that's the beatings, not sure anymore. Uramiata finds Mass, that's a nice catch. Sol B will let him pass. How do they not check him? That is surprising, and surely at this point, nobody's going to be expecting another player in con. They don't even ever think on it, as the round is effectively locked in place. Beanox now unsure. Is it A? Is it B? What's happening? Is it all for me? And indeed, yes. That is a 1v2 that he's now saving as he realizes round is done. Second round to Sparta. Well done by Sol B. I'm surprised they don't check con. I really am.
Yeah. It felt like a really hasty rotation, just jumping and running into connectors. Well, that's a basic play for the T side to make. Leave a connector alert, try to get behind him in jungle, and I just don't know why it's not expected at all. Out of place in so many ways. But either way, another round for Sparta, a first timeout called for Eternal Fire. As we take a look at number 9 here. Getting started at least. It's not a single round that Sparta get. They'll put back to back here and already threatening the CT side fight as well. They've got nothing left here, man. Like, with the way this starts 6-0 and a way it could still end is 6-6 and realistically as well, which is kind of crazy. Well,
Yep.
There's a lot of moving parts. One of the big ones as well is going to be Mask on B as well. We already saw there has been caught on the defense once, right through the smoke by Invisible. So it's things like this that you'll have to consider and how you want to change them up. To that effect, we do have Emor getting into the action. 3 players on the other side. The AKs will swing on it. Just the shoulder. Quick shot for Emor.
Yeah.
Enox and Masked. The trap on short that awaits as well. Any poor soul in this case, that would be Soul B and John 8. Again, they see the AK. They know it's going to be a B play. This is the perfect setup for Eternal Fire at the moment. Unless they call that off. Beanox has come towards the B side. They've left mid.
Oh, this is going to be tough.
Nothing but a lurk. This defense is still going to be more than a bolstered enough as well. Emor takes
should
contact. It's going to bait Beanox so damn well for this one. Oh, this is... You need this utility to get rid of Beanox. But they don't have it.
Oh, he saw it. He saw him. He just got confirmation this is happening. Yeah, now they kill the rotation. They know that was Soul being called previously. Now they have the setup. They have everything prepared. Round is cooked, done, and served on a platter before Sparta even knows what's happened.
They had the confirmation not just once, but twice by seeing the AKs there. A little jiggle, man. A little jiggle is all it took. And Emor never moved. They retained their B setup. And it works to perfection. So, 6-6 no longer on the board, suddenly. A must-win round, essentially, for Eternal Fire. Otherwise, wipe down, nothing left. They come out victorious, and that immediately changes again the trajectory of the game and which way it's going to swing here. 7-2 only further complements the defense as of now. AK Tech 9s, that's what Sparta have got left here. And everybody headed out toward that A site. Here waits Emor. And as we've already seen, you don't want to jiggle him. You full commit to the fight and you hope for the best. Otherwise, a dead man. They'll dodge the orb for the first shot. Able to back off, take space. Back in spawn. The pressure's going to be put on as well by these T players getting close. And Emor needs to hold on in any way he can. But it's a slow play so far with the T side as well. There's one from the op. They'll push him further. Invisible takes a little bit of space in spawn.
Oh, lovely.
Emor down. John 8, however, removed on sight. This
too
crossfire and whatever setup the T side were thinking of, it is dismantled in seconds.
It's too easy. I'm sorry to say, that is too easy. Eternal Fire, just clean up and make it look simple. The entry there, it was a nice attempt. I gotta give respects to Sparta for making it to CT at least, but unfortunately everything afterwards collapsed. And even with the Tech 9s they made this far, speaks to their capabilities, speaks to what we saw on map 1, and maybe they can repeat that again now with the AKs. 11th hour is here, 11th round exactly. Eternal Fire hoping to close this at 10 maybe. And we're gonna see a default A split, but the 2 players in pit cannot be allowed to die too quickly, excuse me.
Unfortunate boost.
Yeah, I haven't seen that fail in a while. J-Resi traded, still an advantage here for Sparta kept. And they're gonna continue pressure A. Could work if Beanox gets caught. Beanox misses the shot. And it's Emor to supplement, but is it enough? Does he get expected? Oh, changes his weapons before checking Palace, and he is dead. Last 1v3, not happening. It is round 3 for Sparta.
This is just a poor engagement for Beanox. And in similar fashion for Emor as well. A couple of things go wrong for them there. And we take a look at number 12. Again, this, same as every other round. Same as previously, round number 9. A really, really important one to tell a story for the next half as well here. 8-4-9-3 is a big difference. Puts you into different positions here. On that follow-up, on the A site though. Oh my god, it's all too easy. Alex on the masterclass of 2. Beanox, he withstands, holds the ground toward connector. His rotation's going to be a lot simpler. That is a little scary, but now it's a lot scary for Canifus. The only thing he's got going for him is the fact he's got the bomb, but they know exactly where he was. I don't see Mass thinking about it at the moment, at least. They don't have as much information on the A side as they would like. There's a chance he gets a bomb plant here. B side can be waddled onto Mass. He hears the steps now as well. They know it's B. Mass rotation's coming through. Canifus is not to set up to win here. But brute force is a tactic. And it's a real way to win. Deep smoke. Second to play, he's looking to find it. Are you turning around in time? Just about, but he's gone away. Only it's too late. And Mass slips right in. That is Eternal Fire taking the half, a 9-3.
9-3, man. What a perfect ending to the half if you're Eternal Fire. For Sparta, not so much. They'll have to pull up a 300 defense. It's CT side. It's time to see what Sparta's made of. If those big round shields do make a difference or not. As the hordes are upon them, ladies and gents, this is the end of Sparta. If they lose this series, they are out. It's going to be 0-3 for the first team in Series 7.
It's to flashbangs. That's the utility department on Sparta for this round. As for manpower, they're playing 0 players on A, focusing on mid and B, sensing something here for Eternal Fire from the very get-go. They're not far off. The bomb is toward the B side of the map, but it's making its way through mid and onto A. The problem is the setup in mid. You've got 2 CTs waiting. And now the only one who was able to watch. Underpass is dead. Invisible's on short. Thankfully for the CT side to keep things in check. And Yoramiata lingers around window. Makes noise as here's Calyx. One for him. Emor still needs to find his way across toward the site. And just about will do so. Nas will provide cover. And 2 remain. Again, they have that kit in play. But going through mid, you have to go through Calyx. That's 1. 3 more to go. Don't forget how this started. It was masked 1v3.
Yeah, exactly.
Every pistol so far, Eternal Fire's way.
Confus needs to hit the first in CT. Emor spotted that shadow giveaway. He hits the first, but it's Beanox that finds Sol B, and it's a 1v2. He's fighting. He finds Mast as well. It's a 1v1, but without a kit. This is near impossible. He picks up the kit. Does he hit the shot? No! Runs out of bullets. Poor man runs out of bullets just as he was about to get it. He almost got
it.
He had it, yeah. I think he would have hit the headshot. Oh, man.
That is so unfortunate. Eternal Fire, they still keep themselves in this one with 4 pistols. And nearly getting 1v3'd, but a single shot or two here. It felt like he had it. I don't know why. It just feels like Hanfus had it if he only had the ammunition. Not happening. Not today.
I'm just a little bit shook, honestly. I can't believe it. Okay, here we go. 10-3, pistol lost, Sparta. Seems like the defense is not really it. Yuramyata, what is that? Against a Galil. Yeah, I think that kind of encapsulates the whole series so far, or rather this second map, but definitely it also puts into perspective my reason as to why I perhaps don't have as much confidence in Sparta as I would usually have in teams like these. As I said, seeing them against Senza, yes, they play against a team that we know, you know, I won't say more, eventually things, whatever.
We know.
We know. But even with all of those facts being factual 100%, they still lost. And they lost because of themselves, not because of Senza. As dumb as that sounds, let me put it into a better way to for those that might not fully understand. They played so poorly that, you know.
Yeah.
It was just there was no reason to believe they had a chance to win, with or without. And yeah, there it is, 11 guaranteed. I mean, it's been previously, but hey.
Terrorists win.
And this is pretty much a done deal. I think this series is closed out. It's going to be Eternal Fire avoiding elimination. We're going to be looking at Sparta as the first team, unfortunately, out of Series 7 of CCT.
One or two rifles in play with the CT side. And an opening found from Invisible. I'm surprised Eternal Fire don't have anything really else set up there. But why is... They had 2 in top mid. They just waited to see if the CT side are going to push them. They get an opening, and now it's a 4v5 with no support structure around Eternal Fire there, unless they were going to run into them. Heading towards A, Yuramyata, SMG in place, Canvas close with his M4. Earth 1, insta headshot, and Canvas makes noise, they know where he's at. And bullied, put out of place. Jonave's the one to even fight a kill here. This one, it is a Sparta left to surround the site, stop the bomb plan if and ever possible.
Oh, look at the walk masked. He's gonna.
Got
Oh,
it.
he didn't walk the smoke. He instead took the fight. The bomb didn't get planted, and is down
Wait.
to 2v2.
Oh!
Oh!
Time
Snappity.
on their side.
That's it.
Terrorists win.
Oh, Calyx. Not done. 22-8 here. puts his team onto match and series point. This is for Sparta elimination. 1 round away.
Sparta put on live support, and they might as well be done because right now it's going to be unplugged by Eternal Fire. They got no money. They got no hope, I say, and then that happens. Mast, he took a wall... Mast was first, so he took a shot through the body from the scout, and meanwhile it hit the head of Imor.
Magnetic bullets.
Wow.
Found their target.
Next level, baby. And despite it all, previous round started with Eternal Fire losing the entry and still winning. So, not putting it past them just yet. J-Rezi, the one to have died previously running into Delpan. They turned back, as you said, had 2 top mid and still went A. Still successfully so, though. So there's that. $50 seconds to go. Beanox finds the entry on John, and it seems like we found a way to the end of this one. Oh, he spotted the player on site. Beanox finds Kanfus. Perfect timing on that spot as well. Invisible now knows there's somebody jungle, but look at Kalik, sees the surprise party, and there it is. It's done, dusted, and dealt with. Sparta eliminated. Eternal Fire continue into the next stage, into round 4 of the Swiss stage. And that's all there is to it. That was a beautiful shot.
Yes, it was. This was a nice map from Eternal Fire. Like, if we can get half of this on maps overall, or even a little bit more consistently, I have a lot more hope for this team. Like, that's the sort of peaks they can hit where Calix is playing a really good game himself alone. Like, even 2 days ago we saw Eternal Fire. Even if they ended up losing, there was like a Calix masterclass on one of the maps they played. I forget which one exactly and who it was against, but matters little, right? Like, these individuals on Eternal Fire are and can be really good. Like, the firepower is undeniable, it's there, but it's about getting it active, right? Even Imor, his peaks, I think, are the highest on this team from what we've seen. Maybe Calix and match that, but I do think Imor's actual peak is so insanely high. But, like, again, we get another 4 map out of him. Like, first map, Overpass, Opers map, 12 kills. Here, Dust 2, he ends on 7. Like, it's not out of the ordinary, but, like, if we can just get that, I'm kind of pleading here for the individual power to just kind of stabilize. Like, there's not a lot going on at the moment. Like, currently, when it comes to the 4 tournaments that have been recently played for Eternal Fire, after Series 6 came to an end for them, the stats for Imor have been like 1.03, 0.93, 0.86, and 0.94. Like, you see, there's definitely issues there at the moment. So, I don't know what it is, but get your shit together kind of thing.
I'd have to agree with you. Get your team operating on the team level that it needs to in order to beat teams that are far better than Sparta. Because Sparta didn't present that much of a challenge, let's be honest. And if they did, questionable whether or not Eternal Fire would have come out on top. We saw map 1 how close it was, and we cannot forget that Eternal Fire have a lot of work to do. But so do we. We have a short break, actually a longer break. We almost an hour and 15, a little bit less. Before we return, it's going to be our second match of the day. We're going to be going into Sinners versus Mix, and that's going to be the elimination match for the 03. And I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw who Mix were, because I didn't even notice it yesterday. But yeah, I don't know what happened there, but that's a discussion for in about an hour. Ladies and gents, stay tuned. Series 7 continues at 1:30.
win.